are front room worthy.
They are nice.
They not?
They're really nice.
Now, you got to talk to the guys over at Elliott Motorsports. This is called a collector.
I thought they called them zoomies.
Well,
or is that old school?
That's old school.
Is that old school?
20 years ago. Come on.
Right there it is, AB Cat Tech, Burlington, Wisconsin, one of our major sponsors here. Thank y'all.
They've been lighting it up.
Yeah.
They've really been lighting it up.
And I've talked to them guys up there, and we have helped them light it up as well.
Really? Awesome. That is awesome.
We've been a great team.
That's great.
Oh, yeah, working together.
We're so glad to have some sponsors on, and sponsors that we love. We love their parts. We use their parts.
So folks, this is how they're doing the inspection down here in Mobridge. They've got a nice ramp built up in the air so they can get underneath the car and inspect the underside of the car. But before you get on the ramp, you have to pass the ground inspection first.
Is this your first time through Tech?
This is not my first time through Tech. It's my third time through Tech.
They've taken you back 3 times, huh?
So that's the way the ball bounces, I guess. Third time's a charm.
How you guys digging the 2 lift posts here?
I'm really liking that. Like, it keeps things going. Like, you got your minis and, for the most part, your 80s cars on that side, and then they're strictly kind of doing just the Minnesota Classic on this side.
Awesome.
So it's working really good, just banging them out back and forth. But I think we only got like 3 hours left, so we got a lot to run through.
What we're going to do is we're going to take the Track Shot crew here that's always been around the country having fun and everything, so we're going to give the car to them. So I thought the simplest and easy way to probably do this would be no, we're not going to measure things. So let's go. Yeah, let's just do simple things. I was going to have a number picked, but that's boring. So let's go paper, rock, scissors.
So enough about Jake. So no one's going to look at me and you anymore for a minute. Why would they?
Ready? Let's get a smile from everybody. All right. All right. On the count. 1. You got to go with everybody, Ben. You're killing me.
Tegan messaged me this morning.
Oh, did he?
And anyone that's back home remembers that Tegan was fighting a bunch of stuff, but he got over it. And he's cancer-free, and he's a tough little kid. I'm so proud of him.
Up.
And the last time I was out here was the last time I seen him, and I miss that kid. So I know he's watching. So, Tegan, we love you. We're glad you're healthy. We all knew that was going to happen. In Derby World, that's why we stick together to help raise money, because we can help people.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, hit!
Minnesota bomb!
Well, I guarantee you the Minnesota bomb blows the hell out of a New York rock. So, Decker?
I don't know about that. I don't like this. Was this a setup here against me?
You had pure option of choice.
I never heard of the Minnesota bomb.
1, 2, 3.
Scissors.
Up, Sour's out. Skin beats you all. Rock crushes scissors. Yeah! Rock wins. Smashes them all. Woo! Yeah!
Hey, everybody cruise on in and warm up.
Yeah. There'll be a heat wave.
Everybody at home, there's nobody. That was out of
You can
GM Rebuild's card.
Oh, yeah, look at that wagon.
Yeah, there we go. Wow. Yeah, look at the shot of the wagon.
Whew.
Wow, can that be fixed? That can be fixed, right?
Hey, you know what? All across the country, Track Shot Live, don't forget, we're out here for you guys. This is the fun that we can have at any one of your shows anywhere across the country. This is it right here. You guys, thanks for all the great compliments. Let's keep it going. Track Shot Live forever. Peace.
going on, everybody? Josh Decker here. Whitney Point, New York, my hometown. You're here at my house with me with all these beautiful piles of junk here. And if you love Demolition Derby as much as I do, you got to pile them up like this. But actually today we're getting ready to take a bunch of them out of here and we're gonna go smash them. So we're loading up right now, heading out to another derby. Why do I do this? I don't know. Ever since a little kid I went to a Demolition Derby. My dad says when I was 4 was the first one they took me to, and I was addicted since that day on. What hooked me? I still have not figured it out, but I love smashing cars. I love motors screaming. I love guys just junking stuff. I don't know. I just love pushing stuff to the limit. So yeah, and as you guys are looking, there's a whole bunch of cars here. Everything you can imagine, from cars, trucks, vans, big cars, old cars, small cars. We got about everything. How long does it take to put one together? It's really all over the place. Sometimes we build some really easy, fast cars that are bone stock, just like off the road. Some days we're pulling cars off the bodies, frames, changing every single bolt, every single piece of a car, and sometimes that can take months, and I know guys that spend half a year on a car. So it really depends on what class you're gonna run. Well, you could have a car done in 3 days, or you could have it done in 6 months. That's dependent on you. Thanks for joining us from New York, from Track Shot Live. We're looking forward to bringing you free demolition derbies for eternity. Keep tuning in, keep sharing for us. We'll see you on screen.
Everybody, we are at Cannon Falls, Minnesota. You pull our parts. Track Shot Live, Minnesota Throwdown. We are so excited to be here. We have got something absolutely wonderful that we are going to do. So we built a raffle car. We do this up in Minnesota every year. Every show we do, we give a raffle car away. No, we don't sell tickets. We don't do this. We give the car away. We had so much fun doing this. So this year, because of the COVID, we had nice can koozies that we sold for $5. All the money goes to the drivers for hard hitters. You buy that can koozie, you get a red ticket for a waffle or for a raffle drawing for the car. That's how we gave the raffle car away this year. And today, we have the great winner, Whitey, here that won this car. Now, Whitey, tell us who you are.
I'm Dale Wohlers. I have a little repair shop in Hastings, Minnesota, and I am going to donate this car for Goodwill.
There we go. So I've known Whitey for a long time. I just found out his name was Dale. You don't look like a Dale. All right. Well, let me tell you, Dale. Hey, seriously, Whitey has got a repair shop in Hastings, and for many, many years, he has been giving us free cars from his shop that people don't want to fix, and we have been giving them away for years to the youth around our area so they can get into Demolition Derby. Whitey, I cannot thank you and your family enough for that. That is the world to keep our sport going.
I'm too old to get in that car because I'll never get back out if I get in there. And my son isn't capable of driving yet. So otherwise, that's why I'm going to give it away.
That is absolutely awesome. So, you know, Whitey has watched Track Shot Live, you know, watched us go across the country and do this stuff. And he said, he goes, Tixie, I got this great idea. He goes, I want to give it to Track Shot and let one of those guys drive it and thank them for the great things that they do around the country. And I cannot thank him enough. I'm like, that's a great idea. How about if you just give it to me? I think I'm part of Track Shot. And he's like, no, he goes, I don't like you like he likes the other guys. And it's like, he hasn't even met you. So, no. Whitey, you know, Valley Auto Clinic, you guys, what you do for our community in the Derby world, we can't thank you enough. We appreciate it. You know, just thank you wholeheartedly.
There's always going to be more cars out there. You'll be picking them up, Trixie.
I love it. Well, hey, you know what? We're going to step away, Whitey. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. So we really didn't have a ton of time to think of anything. When Whitey brought this up to me here about 15, 20 minutes ago, I'm like, you got to be kidding me. I told him, I said, I'll get you in the car. I'll spit on you. I'll grease you up. We'll get you in there. Don't worry about it. And he's like, Tixie, I just don't think that's the right idea. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the Track Shot crew here that's always been around the country having fun and everything. So we're going to give the car to them. So I thought the simplest and easy way to probably do this would be no, we're not going to measure things. So let's go. Yeah, let's just do simple things. I was going to have a number picked, but that's boring. So let's go paper, rock, scissors. This is what we're going to do. So everybody knows the rules of paper, rock, scissors. 1, 2, 3, hit. Okay? That's pretty god-darn simple. All right, so let's talk about the car first. It's an 03 and newer. So a New York boy will know how to drive straight forward with an 03 and newer. It's got Minnesota crust on it, so I hope your tetanus shot is good. If not, bring it back to New York. So this is what we're going to do. 1, 2, 3, hit. All right? Paper, rock, scissors. Ready? Let's get a smile from everybody. All right. All right. I count. 1. You got to go with everybody, Ben. You're killing me. There's a goddamn sequence here. All right. Can you guys get in rhythm? Can you get in rhythm? Yeah. All right. Ready? 1, 2, 3, hit.
Minnesota bomb.
Well, I guarantee you the Minnesota bomb blows the hell out of a New York rock. So, Decker?
I don't know about that. I don't like this. Was this a setup here against me?
You had pure option of choice.
I never heard of the Minnesota bomb.
Well,
you me all the time. You should know about bombs and explosives.
Well, that's true.
These guys. So Ben. I mean, tell me about the Minnesota bomb.
It's a Minnesota thing, dude. It's dynamite.
You just wouldn't understand Minnesota things. You know, a guy like Josh Decker, who's supposed to pay attention to his colleagues all across the country to make it smoother and better, you know, you think that the kingpin, I mean the kingpin of this, would allow us to know what's going on.
I guess I was off today.
That's all right. Thank God you guys are here in charity and donation to show the Minnesota Throwdown to the world, so we appreciate that. So you lost, so you're going to have to step aside. We're going to have to do this again, guys. So go ahead and step back in here, you guys. We're down to 4, all right? So the losers step aside, and Josh's first loser. All right, count of 3.
What beats what? Wait, what beats what? You got to explain it to Ben.
Oh, Ben don't know that. Oh,
I know.
Oh,
because now he can't use the Minnesota bomb anymore.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to help Ben.
Well, because if Decker was smart, if he would have used a scissor cuts the wick of the Minnesota bomb.
Oh.
So it's not.
Red. You're a Derby driver.
Oh, I love it.
I'd say it's black and white.
That's right.
You can't use the bomb again.
You can. You can use the bomb, but you're going to lose it if they scissor you. All right?
Oh.
All right, here we go.
I've always wanted to scissor.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You notice I didn't give the microphone to Bobby. We were editing Bobby. All right,
sorry.
count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Scissors.
Up, Sour's out. Skin beats you all. Rock crushes scissor. Yeah! Rock wins. Smashes them all. Woo! Yeah! Yes! All right, you guys. Seriously, man, from Valley Auto Clinic, Whitey, the whole family, Track Shot Live, you guys were having a ton of fun here. This is so cool. The car's being given away for one of the Track Shots guys to drive. That was a ton of fun. And I know this was not a setup against Decker. We just wanted to show that. Make sure that you don't get way up here. Just kidding. We love you to death, you guys. Hey, come here.
You're lucky I love you so much. I love it. You know Skinny's going to run that thing hard, you know? Absolutely.
Absolutely. No. Hey, you know what? All across the country, Track Shot Live, don't forget, we're out here for you guys. This is the fun that we can have at any one of your shows anywhere across the country. This is it right here. You guys, thanks for all the great compliments. Let's keep it going. Track Shot Live forever. Peace.
All right, everybody, it's Farrell here with Track Shot Live. Dave Gumby, we were driving through Montana. He's like, hey, on our way to Bonners Ferry, we have to stop at this place. This guy named Monty, he's got all kinds of cool stuff. And they weren't wrong, right, Monty?
I hope not. I think it's cool.
This is incredible. How did you acquire all of these vehicles?
A lot of years. You plant one and they grow.
Is that how it works? That's a good idea, actually. So, I mean, I don't want to ask your age or anything, but how long have you been collecting these cars?
1982, 3, 4.
Oh, really? Wow, that's pretty cool. Of all these cars, what's your favorite one?
Probably a GM station wagon.
Yeah, that's what everybody wants. Look, now Gumby's in, yeah. You know, I heard about this guy Monty from Gumby, and he's like, oh, you got to go. You wouldn't believe the stuff this guy's got. And I'm like, oh, whatever. I mean, you know, it's just a salvage yard. Everybody's seen one of them. But not like this one. Did you just go pick these cars up? Do people bring them to you?
A little bit of everything. Some of them you pay top dollar for.
So is there anything here you would never sell?
Probably.
If there's ever a place called heaven on earth, this is the place. This is probably by far my favorite yard that I've ever been to. Absolutely. This is the coolest thing I've ever seen. And so I was telling these guys on the way up, they're like, okay, we can be there a half hour, 40 minutes. I'm like, I can't get out of there with under 6 hours. I mean, this is the coolest place in the world. And I actually hope this never goes anywhere because this is the coolest place around.
In 85, I was a licensed wrecking facility.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that. I remember you used to have the cars stacked up so they couldn't see them, didn't you, one time?
Yeah, I bought a forklift and started stacking them, and then they told me I got to make the fence taller.
Every car, the Chevelle has a story, the Mustangs have stories. It's really cool.
I mean, he's a derby car polygamist. That's what he is. He loves them all. That is awesome.
Alrighty, well, we need to get going because if we don't force Gumby out of here, we're never going to get out of here. Alrighty, Monty. Well, hey, thank you so much for talking with me. Thanks for letting us look around, and I'm sorry if Gumby took up too much of your time.
What else?
What's going on, everybody? Decker here, day 2 of Minnesota Throwdown. Going to kind of show you what tech's looking like here. Pretty cool setup. They actually have 2 posts here. Pretty neat. They've been flying through tech for the last 2 nights. A lot of cars here, lots of trucks, a little bit of everything here. But let's jump over here into tech line and kind of see what's rocking. I'm going to grab Bryce here. Bryce, grabbing you here.
Hey, buddy, what's going on?
Bryce, all the way from
Montana.
Yeah. It wasn't Alaskan gold digger. I know I say that all the time, but
used to be a while ago, but not anymore.
Yeah, he used to dig gold for a living, which is pretty cool. So, hey, man, you've been in tech for 2 nights now. First off, how you guys digging the 2 lift posts here?
I'm really liking that. Like, it keeps things going. Like, you got your minis and, for the most part, your 80s cars on that side, and then they're strictly kind of doing just the Minnesota Classic on this side.
Awesome.
So it's working really good, just banging them out back and forth. But I think we only got like 3 hours left, so we got a lot to run through.
Now, I see a bunch of different rule sets here today. So as you're going through tech here, I see some hard cars coming in here. How is tech going for those?
Very good. There's some cars I wouldn't want to be in here with. I mean, the Classic, everybody's been pretty good. I mean, it kind of takes it back to old school as far as you see some new tricks you really more so maybe forgot, I guess. A lot of guys, you're like, oh, shoot, didn't even think of that.
Awesome.
But for the most part, I mean, you got your weld cars, but I think they just kind of stick them as they come up.
Yeah, no, I know they're going to have a class that is just like nasty, nasty hard cars from all over are coming. And then they have this Minnesota Classic, which is like old school rules.
Yep.
You being under here, what would you rather run in?
I think the Minnesota Classic, I mean, it's like a 5-day build, you know, for the most part. I mean, Willie said he started 3 days ago, and he's here now.
That's
so
cool.
It is really cool to see guys come to this show from all over the place. I mean, Tick said this is going to be the biggest show Minnesota's really ever seen.
Yeah, 279 pre-registered. That's crazy.
I don't get that. Further west you go, the car counts keep dropping. Like, we don't even want that many cars. It's so weird.
Well, I wish you a lot of luck down here in tech. I know that's a tough job that you have in here, so I know you've been working your butt off.
Oh, it's been great. I want to thank Tix for having me out, man. Like, it's been awesome. I'm just the paper pusher.
Yeah. Well, good luck. You got 3 hours to go, so I know it's crunch time now getting these cars done. So, all right, we'll talk to you a little bit later.
Thanks, brother.
All right. Well, Bill, check out the rest of the cars here. We got some good iron down there. There's old cars, new cars, small cars, big cars, and even trucks down there. Welcome, everybody. Mini Meltdown. We're here at Morris County Fair, and I got a little treat for you guys today. I want to welcome big names here. Mike Tix, Greg Elzerskinny, and I got a little game that we're going to do today. So these guys were cordial enough to come all the way out here, many hours away from home. So I wanted to give back to them. Spinning Wheels wanted to give back. We built 2 vehicles here. Here to my right, we have a 1977 Cadillac Eldorado front-wheel drive. She's an old bad girl. On the opposite side here, you're going to watch Sauer put together a nice paint job on this beautiful 2000 Dodge Ram 1500 with original EFI. This girl is a screamer. Now, these guys here don't know, but they've been helping me build these cars the last couple days while they were at my house, and they're going to get to run them. But I'm sure there's one that they want more than the other. So we're going to figure out who has more Demolition Derby history. Which one of these guys actually are Demolition Derby buffs? We're going to find out, and the guy that wins is going to get to pick what vehicle he runs. Now, this Eldorado is going to run on Saturday. It's going to run tomorrow night, tomorrow afternoon. Sunday's going to go for the truck. Okay, so you guys will be able to follow at home and see these guys run this weekend. So we're going to play a little game. I want you guys to play at home, okay? Because if you come to our shows, you will already know all these answers. And my gut is these Derby buffs don't know the answer. So let's go. Question number 1. I'm going to ask a question.
Good luck.
Now, I want you guys to write it right down. I'm going to ask a bonus question also. You can write the bonus answer down. And at the end, whoever has the most points is going to get to pick who gets to run what car they want.
All right.
Okay?
All
Okay?
right.
Now, just so everybody at home knows, these guys have been at my house. I've been working on these cars nonstop. They never got out of the chair. So I hope they feel guilty now about this because they did not help me. Okay, so here's the first question. And this is something you should absolutely know, okay? Every Derby person at home should know this. In 1958, the sport of Demolition Derby was invented. It became an actual sport. I want you to tell me, guys, what was the racetrack that Demolition Derby was invented at? And hold on, bonus question, what was the name of the man that invented Demolition Derby in 1958? Go. I told you guys this 2 weeks ago. I said it to both of you.
It's out of my mind.
There's 2 questions. Tick tock, tick tock. My gut feeling is they don't know.
I don't know who the
answer.
name is.
So easy because Buell's heard me say it 70,000 times. I've said it
a lot too, Decker.
All right, so 3, 2, 1. Flip your boards over. My Decker and Daytona. You're both wrong.
Decker.
So, guys, question number 1, 0 points already.
Wow.
In 1958, Demolition Derby, the sport where a promoter promoted cars to come and paid a payout, was in 1958, Ice Slip Speedway, Long Island, New York. And the driver, who was an old stock car driver, 28 years old when he invented it, Larry Mendelson. He was a stock car driver. He flipped over in a race, and he realized the entire stands were watching just him. And he said, I'm going to start a sport that is just smashing cars.
I said New York, though.
You lost. You have 0 points.
Thank you.
Question number 2. Hopefully one of these guys get one of these right. Hopefully at home you knew that answer.
We got to give away the vehicles.
Which I'll do. I will do. Question number 2. Here we go. 2 questions. In 1976, the show Happy Days had a 2-part series where they brought in a young lady named Pinky Tuscarero. She drove a 1958 Cadillac. They went against 2 villains. Her and the Fonz went against 2 villains. What are the name of the villains? Bonus question. Bonus question. What did these villains use to blind the Fonz? Now, everyone's seen this episode. If you haven't seen the Happy Days episode of Derby, and it's iconic, go back, watch it on YouTube. This guy's horrible at this, and he says he's a Derby driver. Nope, oil. Yeah, you're not right. And Tixie's got it. Well. Flip it. He's so close. Malachi Crunch. So the brothers were the Malachi brothers, but their names were Rocco and Marvin / the Count. He called himself the Count.
That's where the Malachi Crunch.
The Malachi Crunch comes from them. And what did they use to blind the Fonz? The Malachi brothers put not hot chicks. They used flour. They threw some flour in the Fonz's face. It was extremely corny, but it was.
Well,
I just want you guys to know you have 0 points.
That's fine. I got a point. I got Malachi.
That was not correct.
I got New York. You got 0.
No, that's 0. The last name was that wasn't enough. All right.
Holy shit.
Dude, we're going to have to go into bonus questions. I thank God I did bonus questions because I knew you guys would be horrible
Let's
at this.
ask about Imperials.
No, that's too easy. You need to know history. Question number 3. In 1997, you guys are going to know this one. In 1997, the Nashville Network started putting on demolition derbies. Dusty Rhodes was in it, and they did them until the year 2000. They were putting on derbies. That was actually estimated to be the peak of demolition derby. According to the Los Angeles Times, in 2000, 75,000 drivers participated in a demolition derby in America. Okay, so 75 is what they said. 75,000 guys. Back on those TNN days, What was the actual name of the show? TNN what? Everyone knows this. Come on, it said it on the screen in big red letters. TNN what? Bonus question, though. Bonus question. What was the name of the announcer that announced with Dusty Rhodes? And you should know the answer because we had this conversation. We had a conversation in the car. And he knows the answer. I think he knows the answer because he said it to me one time. So, what was the name of the TNN show that everyone watched when we were younger with Dusty Rhodes? And what was the name of the announcer? Please, somebody get one right. I'd love to give this vehicle to somebody. Look at them working hard. These are the worst Derby buffs I've ever seen. You only got 3 seconds left. You know it because you told me it, actually. You're the one that actually told me it, I think. 3, 2, 1, flip them over. Oh, you're close. Okay, Motor Madness is right. They both get 1 point for Motor Madness. Both wrong on the name.
Ted Brunson, though, wasn't.
Ted Brunson was. Yes, we talked.
TNN.
Yes.
See, you can't take
we got in that conversation, but that's not. The actual guy was named Ralph Shaheen. Was the actual announcer.
Ted Brunson, God, I can't even get one.
Okay, no. You guys are tied at 1 point each. Luckily for me, I wrote down extra bonus round question. Extra bonus round question. Because I knew these guys would be horrible.
All right. Well, thanks for that bonus. He knew we were going to be horrible.
I had to put it in.
But yeah,
okay, here we go.
Brunson was in it, so.
This is one that you're not going to know, but you're going to take a guess.
Okay.
What country had the largest ever viewers at a demolition derby? It is in 1963. 22,000 people packed an arena to watch a demolition derby with 75 cars that lasted 100 minutes. 75 cars, 100 minutes, 22,000 people watched. But what country was it? What country was it? This is a weird one, and you're not going to get it. 3, 2, 1, flip them. Both of you are wrong. The answer is Australia.
Really?
In 1963, Australia put on their first derby. With 22,000 fans, 100 cars showed up. It was their first derby ever. Now, funny thing here, America, I have no more questions. That was all the questions I have. They couldn't get any to get out of a breakaway. So there's only.
Let's pick a number. 1 out of 10.
I was actually going to flip a coin.
No, let's pick a number.
Done. He wants to pick a number. Buell, think of it in your head. Don't say it out loud.
And it can't be 13, dumbass.
And it's not 13. Go ahead. Skin, write your number down.
1 out of 10.
1 out of 10. Write your number down. Write your number down. Buell, in your head. The winner, because these guys are so horrible at knowledge of the sport they love, that we're going to go to a number 4.
Oh, dang it.
3. Buell, your number? 8 was a number. Oh, and Skinny wins. Totally by default. Totally by default. All right, so Tixie, unfortunately, you have lost this game. I'd like you to stage right. Skinny, you are the winner here of whatever game we're calling this. And I'm going to assume, I'll let you tell us. You can pick from the caddy, you can pick from the truck, but I kind of know your sentimental side.
Old school GM, and I'm going to run this 77 Eldorado. Tix comes from Minnesota farm country, and this truck's right up his alley.
You're right.
Tix loves trucks, too. That son of a gun has run more trucks than anybody I know back in Minnesota. So, yes, Mike's in the truck, Skinny's in the Eldo.
So, everybody, I hope you enjoyed playing the game with us.
That was good,
Both of these guys are going to run this weekend. You're going to see Saturday Skinny's going to run this in the Bone Stock V8. He's going to do well with it.
Brother.
And we're going to run a farm truck class on Sunday. And they're going to run this truck.
Cody, everybody.
Yeah, so we all been working on it. You guys didn't know, and we tried not to tell you yesterday.
This is awesome.
Yeah.
Spinning wheels, San Filippo.
Excited.
Yeah, mini meltdown. Woo!
We'll Track Shot live.
And don't forget, hook up with this guy, Jason Sauer. What's going on, everybody? Decker here, Mini Meltdown, day number 2. We're down in the tech line before the game starts, and I want to introduce you to a guy that's a big supporter of spinning wheel shows. Wins Mad Dogs, wins derbies. He's pretty much at every show we have, but he's had a heck of a tough couple days here, and I kind of want to fill everybody in. Not to harp on you, but I want people to understand how much people overcome sometimes to get here. Before that, tell us, how many cars did your group, how many things were you guys getting ready just for this weekend?
I have 3 myself, and there's probably, I think, 10 or so coming from our garage, at least. I think 10 vehicles. 10
vehicles coming out of Adrian's garage, JYD, up from the North Country. So yesterday you're on your guys' way down here, convoying it, and what happens?
My truck died.
Well, what ended up being it?
I don't know.
Still don't know. So tell everyone what you had to do to get here today.
I was lucky enough for us to have enough trailers here that we put my truck on a trailer last night. Jeremy Gully let me take his truck, hook to my trailer, drive all the way home, switch out, put the Camry on, and Derek Widrick let me put his pickup truck on my trailer, drove back down here this morning so I can give Jeremy back his truck, and I'm going to use Derek's truck to get back home.
And he's still in good spirits. Me personally, I would have been so stressed, so angry. I don't know if I would have made it here, but
I'm ready to smash it.
What's that?
I'm ready to smash it.
Absolutely, and I know you are. Make sure if you're right back home, be rooting on JYD. These guys are a big supporter of us, and we appreciate all the struggles these guys go through just to get here to smash stuff with you guys. So make sure you root for this guy a little bit later on today.
Alrighty, can I get your name real quick?
My name's Ben Lagerway.
And where are you guys from?
We are from Northwest Washington.
And is this your first time through tech?
This is not my first time through tech. It's my 3rd time through tech.
They've sent you back 3 times, huh?
So that's the way the ball bounces, I guess. 3rd time's a charm.
And so what kind of car you got here?
This is a 1966 Plymouth Fury, and it's got a 318 for a power plant. So it's pretty much all Mopar except for the transmission is a turbo 400.
Well, I tell you, when you start it up, man, it sounds like it's pretty healthy.
Yeah, it's just a brand new motor, just broke it in a couple weeks ago, so
right on.
We'll see how she holds up.
Alrighty, best of luck to you.
All right, thank you.
Alrighty. What's your name?
I'm Todd Andrew.
And this is your first time through tech, right?
Second.
So your buddy's got you beat by 1.
By 1, hopefully.
And what kind of car you running tonight?
66 Plymouth Fury.
And motor?
Mildly built 350.
It sounds nasty.
We'll see. New build too, so we'll see how well it goes.
This is a good test right here.
Yep, this will be a good test.
All right, guys. Well, hey, best of luck to you.
We're here with a special interview with our friends Josh and Skinny, who are working in South Dakota at the Weekend Warrior Demolition Derby. Thank you for joining us, guys. Can you tell us what a Demolition Derby is?
What is derbying, Skin?
Derbying is if you're a youngster and you ever went to the fair, the carnival, and you got on the bumper cars, that's derbying, but in a bigger aspect and a bigger platform.
Absolutely.
That's derbying to me. The bumper cars is what gets you here, in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because we all rode the bumper cars as kids.
Oh, my favorite, dude. As soon as the derby was done, I was like, Dad, you got to take me to the bumper cars.
Yes, sir.
I had to do it.
Yes.
I had to do it.
Wow, sounds like a big production. Is that very expensive?
You know, is it expensive?
It can be.
Yes.
It's how far you want to take your build. But folks back watching, you can get in a free car. Your neighbor may have an old beater that still runs and drives. You can still get in that car and go derby it for $100.
Oh, yeah. They got. You can find minivans and compact cars and Luminas and all these things. You can still find
That's where I could say. But now let's go to a national side drivers of Blizzard Bash. Some of these folks got $50,000 in their cars.
Absolutely right.
But when you're buying an engine that is $12,000, a rear end that's $6,000, you know, and so on and so on and so on, so be it. You're going to be there
100% Skin.
But no, you're right. You can get in it for a budget build, my friends.
So how did you guys get into the Demolition Derby scene?
How did we get into it? How did you get into it, actually? I don't even know that.
My little brother Matt, well, actually my oldest brother Ronnie, derbied our parents' 77 Impala 6-cylinder car.
In what year?
That would have been 1987.
Oh, wow, I was 5.
Yeah, so 87, Ronnie, Romance, derbied that. And then the following year, he derbied our parents' 77 Lincoln Town Car with the 460.
Hell yeah.
Shortened that up.
Yep.
And the year after that, he derbied our parents' old 77 Oldswagon and shortened that one up too. And then my little brother Matt, that passed away from brain cancer, actually got me in a car and got me derby. And I was one of those, whatever, doing it. But my little brother Matt is the one that got me in derby. Still to this day.
Yep.
It's cool because he went out and bought a 76 Impala in Mundelein, Illinois for $50 and brought it home. And he ran it, and then he gave me that engine so I could start derbying myself. Cool. Yeah.
Wow, this sounds so cool. Can we drive?
Can we drive? They're asking, can women drive in Demolition Derby?
Heck
the perfect
yeah.
person is here, right? The perfect person. How many times do you think you've run in your life?
Oh, really? Not as much as I probably could have been. I've done 3 powder puffs. 1, 2, the third one we didn't finish because we had an incident with the other car going out of the arena. And then I drove once in Tappan with Cody. And yeah, they didn't have no fear. They hit me, which is great. I don't want to be treated different. I want to be.
Absolutely.
You treat me like everybody else, because I'm going to hit you like I would hit anybody else. And then Vegas. So,
Vegas. You were at the biggest show, one of the biggest shows in the country.
Oh, wow, that's wonderful. Is that dangerous?
They want to know if we think it's dangerous. I don't think it's
I
dangerous.
don't think so.
Nah.
No, I mean.
Most of the negative people getting hurt is a lot of times their own faults.
Yeah.
By not building something, not being safe.
Yes, because I mean I have seen one guy we know in Mandan broke his femur.
Oh yeah.
But he got hit in the driver's door.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's why you call the driver's door. And a lot of drivers don't get that until it happens to them. And it's like, that's so dangerous. And you have plenty of car to hit.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
But yeah, and I think it's funny because a lot of places don't like to sponsor derbies because they feel it's dangerous. But they'll sponsor softball. And I love softball.
Right.
But I've seen a lot of people get hurt in softball.
Totally.
Any
sport.
So, I mean, right.
I
it's
agree.
Any chance. But
Anything you do.
And nowadays the cars, you build that cage in there, you're safe. Your gas is safe. Your batteries are safe.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, guys, thank you so much for telling us all about the Derby. We really enjoyed that. Let's take a quick break and we'll be right back.
Let's go. Without a doubt, I'm busting out. But busting out like the man from Shawshank. And I got a mental case from being locked in the tank. So, gather round, let the music surround, and get down in town like suspects on the ground. But get on up, gyrating, locomotion, explosion in this ocean of musical commotion. Mango words, but verbal alchemy. Come get with this Ototo and Kinjutsu. Frequencies, frequently put free, and so musical seeds and leaves secretly. The eye of the storm is way beyond the norm and performs like a deiform male, strong, hot. Packing pistols ain't taking no bull. Hard Monica goes hunting the rank wolf. So just throw the door, pay the cover, and bust the floor with these music lovers. Say, I'm busting out, I'm busting out, without a doubt. I'm busting out, I'm busting out, I'm busting out, without a doubt. I'm busting out. Without a doubt, I'm busting out.
Hey everybody, Decker here, Mini Meltdown day number 2. We're in Tech Line here, running through a lot of cars today. I want to get with some of our tech crew, show you what's kind of going on. We run all different classes, about 6 different classes are running today, so a bunch of different rules that these guys have to remember, but we're clicking through them pretty good. Let me grab a guy right here, Brian Leonard. Brian is pretty much our head tech, and he takes care of all our online internet stuff that you guys see and register and all that. Brian, 270 cars to be pre-registered.
Yeah.
Yesterday you got through them pretty good.
Yeah, we got through pretty quick. Guys were working with us. They showed up early. It's a huge help when the guys get here, right? So we got through tech. I think we only loaded 2 guys. We tried to work with them, but some of them there's not a fix, right? We try to work with everybody.
Well, and that's funny because I'm sure a lot of people back home are saying, and now in 2 days we're going to get through 270 pre-registered. Well, you guys can't be doing a good tech.
Yeah.
That's not true at all.
No, we've got, in our area, we've got some of the best crew. Myself, I've run compacts for years. Andy Vonal, he's run compact for years. Pete Green, same thing. We got Ben Haas, which I think everybody on the live stream probably knows Ben Haas. Jeremy Gully. So we've got it pretty well covered. We got Rouse, who does trucks. So we've got crews all over doing a good job tech, and we're not just skimming through these cars. We're not letting things go.
Yeah, absolutely. And I see a lot of different rule sets you guys got to remember, and I see some people taking certain cars, certain classes, and other guys taking other classes. Not everyone does every single car that's here.
Yeah, exactly. So it's tough when you have different classes and different rules, but we try to keep our V8 and their compact rules the same. That way guys aren't mixing things up. I think one of the tougher things, even though it's a more stock class, is we added farm trucks this year. So we got to kind of go back through and relearn the rules ourselves as we go. So that takes a little bit of time, but like you said earlier, we're not skipping on the inspection. We're making sure we get a thorough inspection on all cars.
Awesome. So cool, everybody. Brian, get back to work. Appreciate everything you're doing. We're going to keep moving down the line here, see if I can find somebody else to harass. I'm sure we can. I see Ben down here. Let's go harass Ben down here, doing a little tech a little bit farther down the line. Ben, can I grab you? Come on, Ben. Ben Haas, as you guys know, Ben's teched everywhere in the entire country. He's been to Utah and Kansas and the Dakotas and Florida. He teched in the Virginias. Ben's teched pretty much everywhere. Yep. Ben, so we got a ton of cars here today. 270 pre-registered.
That many.
When you wake up in the morning and I tell you there's 270 pre-registered, are you getting mad at me or are you excited about that?
Migraine.
I understand that.
No, real well. Like I said yesterday, the drivers were very respectful with their builds and everything else. It made our job easy. Yes, obviously there's guys that got to fix stuff, but it went real smooth, I thought. With that many cars.
Yeah. Now, yesterday it was cool because every heat that we ran 6 heats yesterday, wide open. We were junking everything unimaginable. I would imagine today a lot of the same pace.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, guys still want them flags.
Yeah.
They want the Mad Dog flags, which are great because you need those guys in heat, and really picks up the pace. But our drivers, as we say, we have drivers from Pennsylvania, Vermont, Massachusetts, Maine, New Jersey, and they're all brought to Skinny Puddle with them. So it's going to be a good show again.
Yeah, and again, we got a lot of classes, which I'm excited about that. But today we're going to be running farm trucks, which is a new class for spinning wheels. It's very basic. It's just bumper, cage, sending it. What are you thinking about that? Because that's like we enjoy that old school kind of build and go.
That's going back. If there was fans here, the fans are going to be watching on the live stream. They're going to love it because the trucks are just going to blow apart.
Yeah.
And the guys aren't going to drive many different. They're going to drive wide open, and there's going to be a lot of fist bumping going out the windows, and it's going to be a real good time.
We're excited about it because it's a class where guys probably don't even have $500 in these trucks, and they don't care anything about. Lots of them are
free. Guys saying they're free. Guys are saying $100, $200.
Well, I know some guys that were buying them, and the cats on them were worth more. If you buy a Super Duty, the cats are worth $800 on them. You get one for $500, you're plus 3 before you even derby.
Yeah, definitely. They're definitely doing it smart. So.
Well, remember, as you guys are watching today, Tixie is going to be running a truck in the farm truck class, and it is going to be one to watch. It's going to be a wild one, so stick with us the rest of the day. We got about 7-8 heats coming at you. We're going to junk a ton of iron today, live on TrackShotLive.com.